If you start your day on the wrong foot, if you wake up late because you were out drinking with your buddies, or you got behind and didn't finish the work you were supposed to do that night, you went to bed late, you didn't get a good night's sleep, you ate a giant meal, an awful meal before, you're already behind the 8 ball the next day. You're not setting yourself up for success.
So now we're going to go through step number 3, which is around the mindset for top performers. So Joe, what do you see that separates average people from those that achieve greatness?
I think they move fast. I think they don't get stuck in analysis paralysis like so many people do. They don't have a big ego that's getting in the way and bumping into folks that essentially they're asking to help them see their vision through. They're consistent. They get it done day in and day out. They're inspiring. They're enthusiastic. They've got integrity. All a bunch of simple tools in the toolbox, right? It's not rocket science.
Yeah, and can you tell us around kind of delayed gratification and about Amazon?
The reason Amazon's doing so well is most of us can't delay gratification. We take the cookie or the marshmallow that's right in front of us. And, there was a study done back in 1972, the marshmallow test. Professor Walter Mischel, Stanford University, took a bunch of children, put them in cubicles, offered every kid a marshmallow. That's like, if you eat the marshmallow now, that's like 1 day Amazon shipping. If you eat the marshmallow now, you can eat it. If you wait, you get 2. Most kids ate the marshmallow. They want the 1 day shipping, right? They followed the kids for 30 years, and they found that the kids that could actually wait, better SAT scores, better houses, better cars, better marriages, everything in their life was better. It makes sense. Those were human beings that don't hit the snooze button in the morning. Those were human beings that don't overeat dessert after dinner. Those were human beings that don't stay up late drinking. They get to bed early because they want to be productive the next day. And so if you have that ability to delay gratification, you're going to be more successful in life. I tested my son. He was 6 years old. I didn't know what we had. Do we have a 1 marshmallow kid or a 2? I said, Jack, you could eat a scoop of ice cream right now. It's 10 o'clock at night. I was already making excuses in my head. If he failed, it was past his bedtime. If he failed, he was too young for the test. I set my timer. We were 3.5 minutes in. He was looking at the ice cream melt in front of him. He turned to me, he said, Dad, how long do I have to wait to get 15 scoops? And I said, wow, that's the winning mindset. We're all playing for 15 scoops. So if you've got the ability as an individual, as a family, as a company, to delay gratification, to do things right, and wait for that return, like I waited 15 years to make a profit, you're going to get a better result in the long run.
Yeah, I love that. Just like how Amazon was so aggressive, they sacrificed profit for growth for so long. And Jeff Bezos, I've heard he says that my opportunity is your margin.
No, I like that. I actually talked about it. I talk about it in the course. I believe in a saying we coined at Spartan called momentum over margin. Forget about the margin right now. Let's just gain momentum. Let's plant flags in 45 countries. We'll figure out how to make money later. Let's start selling unbelievable Spartan nutrition products. We'll figure out how to make money later. And that's been our approach, and it's worked really well up until COVID. So maybe I got to wait another 15 years for a marshmallow.
Yeah, no, look, that's an incredible story. Okay. When it comes to, I guess, working with high performers, you've worked with some incredible people. What kind of traits have you seen that they have in common amongst them?
Look, when we look at people that are high performers, very successful people, they tend to have high energy. They tend to be very, very enthusiastic. They tend to be consistent. They have tremendous communication skills. right? They can communicate because at the end of the day, we're all trying to sell ourselves and our ideas on a daily basis. So you need to be able to communicate effectively. They're hardworking. They're hardworking, yet it looks effortless. They're committed and they love what they do. You know, Elon Musk is a great example, right? If you read what his first wife says, she says, look, extreme success requires extreme sacrifice. You might have to sleep on the factory floor. And if you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to be able to operate at that level.
What's the number one thing people must do to win?
I think the number one thing people have to do to win is work hard. I think at the end of the day, it's hard work. And they got to make sure they don't quit when the going gets tough. I tell my kids, I tell my team, so many people are gonna tap out. They're gonna go get jobs somewhere else where they get an extra $5,000 pay, right? They're gonna have a side hustle and not pay attention to their business. If we just keep our heads down and we work hard and we focus on the mission and we're the last man or last woman standing, we win. And that's what high performers do.
And what's your take on like starting the day right when it comes to winning?
Listen, you got to set your day up for success. You got to gain momentum early in the morning. A friend of mine, General Admiral McCraven, what does he say? He says, you want to change the world, start by making your bed. You make your bed, you feel like you gained a little accomplishment, you go make breakfast, you got a little more accomplishment, and you gain momentum throughout the day. I believe in early to bed, early to rise, makes you wealthy and wise, right? So get to bed early, have your game plan, your 3 big rocks that you're gonna get done the next day. Get up early and make sure you go through your protocol in the morning. We lay out in the course your protocol. You knock out that protocol, you're set up for success throughout the day. But one other thing, if you start your day on the wrong foot, if you wake up late because you were out drinking with your buddies, or you got behind and didn't finish the work you were supposed to do that night, you went to bed late, you didn't get a good night's sleep, you ate a giant meal, an awful meal before, you're already behind the 8 ball the next day. You're not setting yourself up for success.
So what do you do within your company to ensure that, I guess, everyone has a winning mindset within Spartan and within the culture?
We're really lucky at Spartan because this message that we're talking about here, we talk about it every day at the company. And so people are bought in if they work for us. They believe in this winning mindset. They believe in tackling every day, getting after it, sweating, working hard, taking the cold showers, doing the hard things, putting in the hard work, having integrity. So, we don't just talk about these values. They're ingrained in the people that work for us. And then if anybody's off track, we go to their house in the middle of the night and beat them up.
And what about egos? What's your take there around successful CEOs, founders around ego?
Ego's a nightmare. Ego is, and it's so easy to fix, right? Ego typically exists around people who have not had a knockdown moment. When I meet fighters, high-level fighters, when I meet high-level military, any kind of person that has achieved tremendous success, they typically have had some failures along the way. And in doing so, they've knocked the rough edges off and they've got their ego in check. So it's important that you look in the mirror every day and you say, hey, this is we. This is not I. This is us. This is not I. My father taught me that a long time ago. And you can't do it alone. And nobody's gonna wanna follow behind a person that's all about him or her.
Hey guys, hope you're loving our videos and that you're getting heaps of value from them. If you are, make sure to hit the like button and make sure to subscribe to join the Foundr fam. If you did enjoy this video and want to continue to master your skills, make sure you click here to access your free training now, where we'll go into way more depth with this founder.